Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Meyer. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Ducks will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the 8 yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off on the Big Ten.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, like Michael James, Kenyon Barnum, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Makes the grab. It's Myers.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back and caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's McCord. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for space. It's Hill. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it.
Let's go, Silver Stroke.
It's a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been...
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense.
Veteran safety, that linebacker.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this game.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking for room, it's Wallace. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot defense will try to shut him down. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's McCord. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today, and hopefully in these later moments in the season.
I hit the whole offside circle open, and they just hit the wrong button.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
To the ground to try to move the chains.
Yeah.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone. They'll have it first and goal.
Where's the basket?
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? You make it third and short. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They're trying to slam it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Grabbed behind the line, it's Meyer. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
This offense has gone haywire on these last two plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on third and goal? To the air, it's McCord. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's the handoff. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads it left.
Oh, jump. Jump. That's a pick. That's a pick. Probably a pick six.
To have the home crowd going absolutely
He
bananas.
jumped.
Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Right back to it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, and he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense getting set for first down. The back goes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's McCord. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Green. Look out, he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense with the scoop and score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to fire on second down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got the quick pass. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws toward the end zone.
Good defense, Cam Love. American quality or whatever it is, man.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They're bringing heat. Moving out of the pocket.
Oh, my. I hate when they make me switch to the wrong person.
We've seen it over and over. He's always perfect, and he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense.
Niggas really just don't stop
And
that
a
rule.
return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get his 2nd pick. Dude, he's going.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Now, teams that play number 1 at the elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To throw, it's McCord. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuating receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he left him grabbing. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to pass. It's McCord. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
He going on the high
And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jess.
Looking for a deep man.
Oh, jump.
Throws it in on the right. He's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
That's a pick.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. Team coordinators got to love that.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The inside handoff. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to throw, it's McCord. They're trying to get to it.
Oh!
And it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been
Dirty
a
bit.
huge gain if he could have held on.
These DBs
That's why we don't
stay
throw the
ready
ball to
because even though
nobody
they're
else.
trailing by a lot in this game,
What
the
is
opponent's
that?
not
You
trying
turn
to
around
run
and
the
run,
ball
and you got
a
to
lot.
touch
They are
that.
still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays
This is
back
why we
there
don't throw to
deep.
nobody else.
After the 2nd down misfire,
Y'all
looking
niggas
at a
don't
3rd and
like
8. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
He'll try to pop the draw. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Trying to get to it.
So this nigga just gonna break every sack?
They make the stop, but what a
Yeesh.
job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
2 sacks on one
Winding
play.
down in the
That's
quarter as they come to the line.
impressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Don't tackle. This was one of those guys.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's McCord. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense.
Number one, dude. Like, can you block somebody, my dude? Like, just pretend you want to block him and leave?
The ball kind of go the other way.
Like, nigga just there.
My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job.
Like, if you just pretend you want to block somebody, I would appreciate it.
Making the play.
Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking for a man. It's McCord. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
This one's complete. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, what a call by the defense. The zone blitz, kind of mix it in, do a good job making it look maybe like man, bringing the linebacker, so much speed, so quick, right in the quarterback's face. He had no chance.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is heading. They're trailing by 35 to Ole Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Feeling some heat. Gets away. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now...
Like, I really want to know what I got to do to get a sack, bro.
Pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra defense
I should have about 4
to help them out in coverage.
Like, that's
on 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
That's a good
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards.
Man,
much speed,
he ain't too much better than the team I built. Oh, my God, he burnt the shit out of
And
him.
they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
I mean, Oregon's only at 90. I had Vanderbilt to 89, so it's not like I went too much better.
Throughout practice, you think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
You can go look at Vanderbilt. They're 89 overall.
That's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They built this
I know you is, but I don't know. I feel like I did good. I got 3 5 my first year
It
there.
doesn't have to be long down the field. Like he threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Let's see what they've
I
got
know
on
this
second
is got
down.
to play call, bro.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
Sends it downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's McCord. Finds his back in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. And they'll take a knee. This offense has a second down play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's